video was inspired by a strange, eye-opening moment I experienced going through some mail from you. Insert cheeky P.O. box plug here. Basically, in a letter, one of you wrote, "Ashley, I really appreciate your videos because unlike a lot of other LGBT YouTubers, you don't hypersexualize yourself. Thank you." Upon reading this, I was immediately overcome with a sense of pride. Without much thought, my first reactions were sentiments like, "Damn straight! I have kick-ass boundaries. I don't need to take off my clothes for views. My channel is more than just exploiting my relationship." But then I stopped. Something didn't feel right. I needed to check myself, so I took a step back and asked, why is my guttural reaction to be so proud of not being sexual? And why isn't my channel super sexual like others? Do I have something against creators who show a little skin? Do I feel like sexualization can at times take away from the substance of a channel? Do I resent the pressure I sometimes feel to be sexual for social gain? Or am I just too insecure to celebrate my body like others? Truthfully, I'm sure the last reason does play into my somewhat conservative presentation. I do absolutely have some insecurities. So in order to combat these feelings and step outside my comfort zone, I'm going to do something I have never before done on this channel. An underwear modeling session. Surprise! This is actually a sponsored video for Tomboy Underwear. They didn't pay me any money, but they did send me a ton of undies, which is great, cause everyone needs underwear. I have a very average body. But these underwear sure aren't average. In fact, they're swell. Super soft and comfy. They fit my kind of jiggly button tummy quite well. And the waistband is totes perf. Very secure, but not too tight. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna take my shirt off now. Prank! I have another shirt underneath! I also like the design of these undies. There's a cute little button faux fly, but there's no extra poochy material there, which is great, cause I don't need it, cause I don't have a penis. Yeah. Now I'm really gonna take off my shirt to tell you the sexiest thing of all. There's a money-back guarantee. So if you don't like these sexy undergarments as much as I do, you can always send them back, which is so hot. Sexy link in the description. Ooh. Seriously though, they're super quality cute underwear. Just so you know. That was surprisingly fun! The reality is some creators show no skin and some show lots. Some go into detail about their sex lives and others decide their sexual activity is a completely private matter. Everyone is different, and as long as we're all staying safe and respectful, that's okay. So why do some people get so salty when they see a thumbnail of ass or abs? After all, how sexual a content creator chooses to portray themselves is a personal and complicated thing. I think the whole topic is all very fascinating, and I want to explore it some more, which is why my good friend Dion is joining us today. In comparison to my channel, Dion's is super sexy and significantly more naked, and I want us to answer some questions. I kind of miss dancing in my underwear though. It was very liberating. So I think I'm gonna answer the questions sans clothes. How sexual is your channel and why is it that sexual? At this moment in time, I would be uncomfortable sharing details about my personal sex life, preferences, or experiences. My mom would hate it, for one. I can imagine her just sitting across the country cringing and then like texting me immediately after watching. Grace would also be opposed to it. She's obviously associated with me and we try to keep her online presence unmistakably PG and appropriate for professional reasons. But mostly, I am not excessively sexual online because it just wouldn't feel natural. Something in my gut and my heart simply tells me to keep those intimate moments and details to myself and my partner. They feel like they're just for us, so I keep them that way because I can and want to. I do sometimes talk about sex conceptually though. I do this because I value encouraging discourse, education, and sex-positive attitudes. And I absolutely do not look down on anyone who does talk candidly about their sex life. In fact, I'm a bit grateful for them. Truthfully, there have been moments in my past where I've had a sex question and then proceeded to Google it. And if it weren't for people sharing their stories openly and honestly, I wouldn't have found the answer, so thank you. As for showing skin, now that I have short hair, I'm hella confident and I'm trying to get abs, so maybe in the future you'll see some sexy thumbnails. I'm like not even kidding. I would really like to have abs. It's like a true story.
I think it's all perspective. Like, someone might look at my channel and be like, oh my god, this is so over-sexualized. This is crazy. Like, why is this guy wearing no shirt? Why is this guy doing these thumbnails of showing his body or expressing himself in this way? This is not okay. And personally, to me, I don't, like, consider my channel that's sexual. I do understand why people might think in some ways that my channel is. I do things very freely. It's just like I'm very comfortable with my body. So if my channel is sexual, it's sexual because I'm just being me, and that's all there is to it, really. Can creators cross the line when it comes to sexualizing themselves? What does this look like? I feel like if it's following the community guidelines, then it's cool. Like, don't put sex on YouTube. Don't put porn on YouTube. Those things are not, YouTube is not for those things. If you're just like showing like this right now, or doing like a dance in your underwear, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Crossing the line is breaking those guidelines and like, hey, this is a video, a prank video, and oh my god, girl's shirt falls off in the video, so the thumbnail has like the girl's boob and like a little blur, but you can still see that nip. Kind of crossing the line. Nudity is not allowed on YouTube, so don't do it. I mean, like, I've done it, but I had a feather boa there. Like, you can't see nothing. Just like wearing a mankini.
As long as you're not breaking the law, hurting anyone, and you're personally happy, comfortable, and staying safe, then you do you, no matter what that means. If you want to do the super kiss, if you want to be shirtless, if you want to do the shirtless super kiss, even if you want to do all of those things just because they get views, fine. You're not hurting anyone, you're just taking advantage of a broken system, so who am I to tell you to stop? I can't in good conscience say it's wrong. I will say though, from a consumer's perspective, it's very transparent when a creator's agenda is to get clicks. Audiences are smart. They can tell when you prioritize high traffic over substance, and if you do this frequently enough, chances are they'll unsubscribe. Or you'll just attract an audience whose interests are equally as superficial as yours. And do you really want that? Just things to consider. Have you ever felt the pressure to be more sexual in order to be successful on YouTube? Yes, absolutely. Any video of mine with a saucy title or an Instagram kissing grace will automatically get twice as much traffic as my other content. That's just the way it is. Sex sells. And I won't lie, this affects me when brainstorming video topics. I do like when projects do well. That's half the reason I'm shooting topless right now, with a glass of wine. High numbers are nice validation. They feel good. I used to think I had to make a choice. Gain subscribers or make what I want. Please the people or be above it all and follow my passions. Then a creator I respect a ton told me to view it more like a Venn diagram. There's content that does well on this website, and there's things that I can get excited about making. And there is overlap. You just have to be a creative enough thinker to come up with what that is. It's challenging though, and with today's interest shifting and changing, I really feel like the overlap is shrinking. So even now I struggle with how to navigate both my want to make cool things and my desire for lots of people to see the cool things I make. I try to find compromises when I can. This video is an example. What we've talked about is fascinating and important, which makes me happy, but the title and thumbnail scream, click me! I want you to click me! This creator is thirsty for your views and attention. Click me! And am I okay with that? I don't know. The thing is though, because of the way the title and the thumbnail are, this video will get more views. Like, it will. And thus, it will inspire more conversation and maybe even make more change and meow meow meow. It's hard. It's complicated.
I'm gonna be honest, in the early days, like when I had 5,000 subscribers, whatever, and I was like, I want to do YouTube full time. Like, I want this to be more serious. And I'd be like, oh, like, look at this. This person's like showing the body a bit more, getting more views, more subscribers. And I thought about it, but then that thought went away. If I have become more sexual on my channel, it's only because I've become more comfortable in myself and who I am and my body. And as that happens, it's going to show on my channel because this is my space to express myself. Featuring my boyfriend is more a thing of like, I love him and I want to share my life with him, and YouTube is a huge part of my life, and he makes YouTube videos. He was completely okay with being in my videos, so it just felt right to have him on my channel. In the beginning we were kissing a lot in videos, and like I didn't even notice it because I was like, I love him. People definitely in the comments were like, slow it down on the PDA, and then other people were like, kiss more, and it's hard to balance. Like, what do you do? Do you just keep on kissing as much as you want, or do you kiss less because that's what your viewers are asking, or kiss more because that's what your viewers are asking? I feel like stick to what you want to do. Definitely there is pressure from some viewers in the comments that say like, kiss more, do this more, take your shirt off, etc, etc. But as long as you're not doing those things, unless it's something you want to do, I think it's cool.
This was a solid discussion. Thanks for sharing your perspective, Dion. Some of these questions were really hard. I will leave them in the description, and I'd love to hear your guys' answers in the comments. Or even better, a video response. Also click here to go to my second channel if you want to see us talk about how we handle when our audience sexualizes us, or even body shames us for being sexual.
Like, I get body shamed for this all the time. People hate on this. People say it looks like shit. People say I'm disgusting. People say scrape that piece of shit off your arm. Like, this is my skin. Scraping that off would really hurt. Thank you.
And check out Deanne's channel where we continue the conversation some more. Okay, bye. Follow me on Twitter.
I've been asked on behalf of Ashley to have you subscribe and like. Pretty please for me. Like for me. Please like for me. Pretty please for me. I'll give you fake money.